Hey guys, welcome back to the Parkerverse. This week, with over 700 votes to it, I bring you guys the third Star Wars live wallpaper and home screen setup for the channel, this time for the Mandalorian. This is going to be another one in my series on how to customize your home screen like a pro. A series where I show you how you can easily and quickly get these stunning minimalistic setups on your Android phones. So if you haven't already, make sure you check out the previous episodes. And following that format, I'm going to show you how you can take a basic home screen setup and turn it into something like this. But before we get started, if you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And don't forget to vote for the next home screen setup that you guys want to see from right within our epic live wallpaper app. So here he is, the Mandalorian frozen in time, with the world moving around him. This setup will be running Nova Launcher using KWGT widgets, and to complete the look, I'll be using the Hex installer for system-wide customization. The link for these and everything else that you're going to need are going to be in the description below. Now as a quick note, if you want that full screen edge to edge look for your home screen setup without those ugly signal bars, then make sure you disable the notification bar within Nova Launcher settings. And to get this comfy icon layout, make sure to head to Nova's home screen settings and change the grid size to 7 across and 12 down. And to really clean up your home screen, I highly recommend you turn off icon labels, increase your icon size, as well as disabling your home screen dock. Now that we have that out the way, the icon pack that we're using in this setup to match the colors of Baby Yoda, Grogu, is the MNML green icons. Just simply head to Nova's look and feel section and set the pack as your system icons. And before we go any further, make sure you grab this unique wallpaper from my very own custom creation app. Just simply head to the live video section and you'll find it there. And remember, if you have any wallpaper suggestions of your own, make sure to let me know from right within the app itself and boost the ones that you want to see next. Next up, these awesome KWGT widgets. Starting with the bottom of the screen, we have a date and weather indicator for one of my favorite KWGT packs, Miniism, widget number 1. Just simply load it to your home screen, then resize and reposition it. For a quick guide on KWGT manipulation, make sure you check out the video in the top right corner. Now with this widget, once you've loaded it in, we're going to change those yellow squares to green to match the rest of the theme. For this, just simply head into this overlay group and change the colors of all of the shape items here, including the one within this group. Just simply head into each shape, then the paint tab, and use the color code that I'm showing on screen. And once done for all of the shapes, you should have something that looks like this. Now before we move on to the second widget, we need to make sure that we enable widget overlapping. You can find this at the bottom of Nova Launcher's home screen section. Just simply make sure to enable both of these options here. Now that we have that out the way, the second widget is this cool little music player. Courtesy of the mini music player pack is number 89, which once loaded in, we're going to resize and recolor. For this, within the first group, you can simply use the layer and positioning tabs until you get to a look you're happy with. And once you're done, simply head back up, and within the global tab, let's change the color to use the same color code as before. Now for the final widget of the setup, this orbital clock widget with a battery indicator, number 154 from the watermelon pack. With this widget, by default, that third circle is set up as an AM and PM indicator. However, for me, this didn't seem to be working, so instead I decided to turn it into a battery indicator. Just simply navigate into the last circles group, and here you'll find the AM and PM text indicator, which you can select and delete. Now let's turn this circle into a battery indicator. Start by first heading into the circle shape, the paint tab, and change the style from stroke to fill. Next, we're going to add in a new progress item. By default, this will automatically indicate your phone's battery level. Now all that's left to do is to head into it, and using the style tab, we want to resize it so it's perfectly overlapping our circle shape. And before we forget, make sure to adjust its rotation to 270 degrees so the bar is emptying from the top down. And once you're happy with it perfectly overlapping the circle, within the color tab, make sure to change the filter from normal to multiply. And finally, change the fill color to match the rest of our theme. And wrapping up this setup, we're using Hex Installer. This is going to give you a nice AMOLED friendly black backdrop with the colors of the theme splashed across the whole system, including the notification panel. Just use the color codes that I'm showing on screen. And alternatively, you can get a similar result using the app OneShade. If you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure you like and subscribe to help support the channel. And if you have any theme suggestions or requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. See you next time on Into the Parkerverse.